Where's it at? Well, he told me to use it.
Okay, we're going to start our meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We have a moment of silence, please. Roll call, Craig.
Councilor Galbraith? Here. Councilor Simon?
Here.
Councilor Schneider?
Here.
Council President Chamberlain?
Here.
We have 4 members present, we have a quorum.
Thank you. Okay, council has had time to review the prior meeting's minutes. Can we have a movement on that, please?
I make a motion to accept the prior meeting minutes.
I'll second. I'll second.
Motion to approve the prior meeting minutes moved by Council President Chamberlain and seconded by Councilor Simon. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Department head reports. We have, let's see, Chief Kessler. Look at that.
The 4th of July fireworks went off without any issues this year.
I was waiting for the bang.
It was a really good show. We didn't have any significant technical issues or anything, so. This Wednesday, we have a civil service meeting where we will ask the civil service to approve the 2 internal lateral transfer candidates. We also had an employee complete the NREMTB. So Brandy Sikori did that for us. So that adds another EMT to the roster. Getting ready for the Crosley car event this weekend at the fair. And then July 15th, 16th, and 17th, the fire department's going to be participating in a department-wide leadership training. It's all in-house. We have an instructor coming up. And he's going to spend some time with everyone over those 3 days. So.
Questions? Kevin?
As Fire Chief said, the fireworks went well. We were able to get the park cleared out in 40 minutes this year afterwards. So by 11:05, we were opened everything back up and on the roads and ready to go. So that went really well. The summer is going with the event. We have one big one out of the way with the fireworks, but we still got the Crosley Parade, homecoming, cruise nights, and everything's coming up. So we're definitely working through all of that. Our radio upgrades are complete for our P25 dual authentication stuff. Now we'll just be working on our phone upgrades next. I've been working with our recording company and the IT for the phone system to make sure that everything's going to work all together well.
Well, I want to thank both your departments since you did your report, because it was hot and they were out there early, standing on the asphalt, trying to get everybody in. But my question is, crowd-wise, did you guys think it was more?
It seemed
Less?
a little less this year.
I thought so too.
From speaking with Jan, she was the one that parks back in the grass, and she said it was a little less than normal. And we didn't have to shut down the park for the first time in 2 or 3 years. Normally we have to shut it down 15, 20 minutes earlier because no more cars are getting in.
Well, there were 2 big events where people could go and watch. One was in front of the Red Rambler and the other one was out at Rio Wood. And that's kind of nice that they're able to utilize. Connellville 13 still had a massive amount of people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
hard donor.
Shoup had, all down Shoup had people
Yeah.
behind businesses, around the roofs of businesses.
The Catholic Church
Yes.
yard was really crowded.
Yes.
And
We
I,
almost got the park cleared before Shoup Avenue was cleared, because where I was at, I could see traffic
Yep.
on Shoup, and it was still,
Yeah.
followed it,
backed up.
yeah. Well, I was coming
I know
out
we
when you
always
were
get-
trying to get somebody not to go the wrong way.
yes.
Yeah,
We always
I
get
waved.
asked why we send everybody east, and that's the exact reason, because if we send them to Shoup,
Yeah.
we would
It-
never get
it's
that park
perfect.
out empty.
It's perfect.
So,
But thank you all, and Public Works did an amazing job cleaning up and everything, and I'm hoping that, Trudy downstairs and the fire department and
Corinne, they all worked really good on getting information out to the public and making sure that they, clean up and stuff afterwards. And I don't think it was quite as bad, so.
I haven't heard from Martin, but I didn't hear any. that
Yeah,
was
I didn't either.
Too terrible.
It was cleaned up pretty
The only
early.
complaint we had was people were saying there weren't enough food trucks and the lines were too long for the ones that we had. But I guess that's a good problem to have for the food trucks.
Tell
over there.
them to try Cedar Point and then come back to
Yes.
us. It's hard. It's hard, but, it's good. Alrighty, thank you guys. Keith?
Only update, they've already touched on the fireworks update that I have. We met, Ryan and myself met today with Chris McLaren from RCAP to start working on the water audit for check water loss and our water usage. The meeting went well there. He's got the information. He's going to start plugging those numbers away, and we should hear something probably in the next 2 weeks from him on that. See if there's any additional things that he needs for that. Did hear from Mullen Weithman. They are have Midwest Contracting pulling up the figures, cost estimates on what it would take to bring these buildings up to code so that we have that. Hopefully we'll be getting that back in the very near future. I know they're working through that right now, at least for the renovations of these buildings. They may not have what it would cost to build a new building off-site, but at least that way we would know if this is even a viable option so that we can let Clinton Township know. And there's something else, but I just lost it. We are still working on creating a new job description for the chief water plant operator. And also the plans for the Burr Road water line have been finalized and they will be going out to bid here this month. So we'll be needing a resolution from council to accept the lowest and best bid for the next council meeting. And we will have that resolution at the next staff meeting for you guys to preview. I think that's it, unless anybody has questions.
Do we have a date for the paving of North Fulton? Is
The
it
bid opening for that will be tomorrow. I have not seen any yet, so it makes me a little bit nervous. But on the paving projects, normally they do bring them in personally, so I'm not, but that's going to be up to the contractor. I know they'll want to have it done by the end of October because the plants will be, asphalt plants will be closing, so.
Do you think the weather is back in these projects prior to bidding on more?
This one here, it's more the funding source with ODOT.
Okay.
We can't award this till August 1st, so it's kind of pushing it back just a little bit. So hopefully that doesn't make it where no one wants to bid on it. So I will be able to tell you guys more after tomorrow.
And in the event we get no interest, then we just reopen it again, Keith?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Any questions? Jamie?
I just have to report the June month-end numbers. The budget reports are coming in as expected. Everything's good. The income tax revenue was up 0.74%. I'm glad to say it's up and not down from last year for a change. So that's looking good. I'm working on our health insurance renewal, and I just got contacted from the auditor that they're going to be starting end of this month, early August.
Okay. Questions for Jamie? Tom?
So I think we have a finance committee meeting afterwards. I'll be prepared to discuss issues, questions regarding the Glenwood assessment situation. And just we're proceeding along on the exploration of the TIF for the further development of the property west of the Arrowhead subdivision. The developer's working on that, reached out to the council in Columbus who assisted us last time, so we'll be starting to talk to them, to get the legal documents around it. But I think the developer will be talking with Jamie and Brett Cole, the auditor, regarding where he's at on the current one, and then also putting the numbers together for the second one. I mean, it sounds really positive. I mean, if you guys are familiar with what's going on out there, I think there's a number of houses that are up and more that are going to be constructed in the near future. So I think looking pretty positive, but we're proceeding along. When we have further information, we'll get that to you guys. I guess that's it. Trails look really nice this weekend, just saying. For those
Not
of you
muddy?
running, no, they were great. Yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
All right, any other questions for Tom? All right. Moving on then, we have some committee reports. Personnel Committee meeting.
Yeah, personnel, this meeting is a little dated, back to June 4. Attempted to present this report at our last council meeting. We sort of hit the pause button on that to allow council members to review the job descriptions before acting on legislation, which is always a good idea. So tonight before us are job descriptions that we're making some adjustments to. On June 4, Michelle Wing, our contracted HR rep, provided the committee with 5 potential job description updates. Those included utility clerk, administrative assistant to the mayor, fire chief executive assistant, assistant director of finance, and a paramedic and EMS coordinator. The committee spent time reviewing each of those job descriptions, the changes that Michelle is presenting, and tonight before us are recommendations for 3 of those 5. As a committee, we did ask her to come back to us with some additional information in reference to the utility clerk and the administrative assistant to the mayor, mostly geared towards point factor analysis for compensation packages. So tonight, a recommendation will be to accept the job descriptions for the fire chief executive assistant, assistant director of finance, and the paramedic and EMS coordinator. Also during the same committee meeting, Keith saw an opportunity to jump at some job description changes as well. Presented us with some changes to the construction maintenance worker and a working foreman job descriptions. The committee found we were happy with both of those descriptions, and tonight there's a recommendation to accept those job descriptions as well. So it's all one recommendation. We put all 5 of those job descriptions into one recommendation. I guess Mayor, if any council members wanted to break some of those out, we could, or if we could just take it all as one swipe. So that's the report of the Personnel Committee meeting.
I don't think they need to be divided. I think everybody has had ample time to look over everything. So we're going to be moving on 3 of those. So let's see. I guess we'll need a recommendation then for this.
I'd make a motion to accept the recommendation
Or motion, thank you.
to accept the job description changes to the fire chief executive assistant, assistant director of finance, paramedic and EMS coordinator, construction maintenance worker, and working foreman.
I'll second. Recommendation to accept all of those job description changes, moved by Council President Chamberlain and seconded by Councilor Galbraith. Any discussion? Council President Chamberlain?
Yes.
Councilor Galbraith?
Yes.
Councilor Simon?
Yes.
Councilor Schneider?
Yes.
4 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Okay, thank you. Then we have Park Board.
I was unable to make the park board meeting. I don't know.
Park Board met, we had a couple of updates. The one already took place based on the 4th of July. We had a request from the Perfect Pair to utilize the T-ball concession stand. Took that in front of the staff at the time, as well as took it to Council Hall. There didn't seem to be any issue with that. We will look at making a more robust version of that if we're going to continue to do that in the future. Biddle Park, we have update on the concession stands. We've had a couple of opportunity for exhaust hoods that were donated to us from the old Sterling's building. or the senior center to be installed in the concession stand by the T-ball fields. Got a lot of the work donated to us. There was no recommendation on that. It's just for information purposes for the park board. Also, the electrical upgrades have been completed out there, and they were utilized over the 4th of
Oh, they
July.
were?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome, great.
So they're not 100% complete, but they should be done by homecoming.
'Cause I turned on the spigot and no water came out of one. I don't know if I was supposed to or not, I tried.
Did you shut it back off, Sean?
Oh, wait.
Now we gotta figure out where the water's coming from. We're losing water.
Okay, now I can put that on the warrant. Update on the Wabash playground equipment. Larry Zimmerman had a quote from Playground Boss for $72,000. Part of that is going to be funded by the Rotary. Part of it is budgeted from the city budget. That has been ordered and should be put in here in the next few weeks once we get the concrete pad in place and ready for them to bring it in. The drinking fountains, the new one at Fulton Street at the bike trail, as well as the one at South Park are installed. And seem to be working well.
Did that come with pet accommodations at the
No,
bottom?
but it was the ADA compliant, so there is one that is lower.
Okay.
Or, if you have a large dog, then yes, it would be. And other than that, we had discussed doing the meetings quarterly unless we needed to have a special meeting for anything that needed to come in front of the park board. And that was it. So there is no recommendations at this point in time.
There has a motion to allow the perfect pair to rent the concession stand for $100 plus a $25 deposit.
Yeah, we talked about that last.
Yeah, because it was happening on the 3rd before the next council meeting.
Okay, but it's still in the minutes,
Right,
so that
so-
there was a motion made, okay. So it was more of a discussion, even though they made the motion to do it, council decided to discuss it
Mhm.
and not put anything in, which I'm aware, okay. So we'll have to just reflect that they did make a motion, but I guess we're not gonna.
We had riveting discussion about this topic during committee of the whole.
And I'm looking at the committee of the whole, and I'm not seeing anything in there
No.
about
Oh, there
it.
wasn't? Oh,
No.
that was, we
So,
had good discussion.
anyways.
We're well aware, council is
Yep.
well informed, weren't we? We were aware, yeah.
So I think we just will not be acting on the motion, correct?
Correct.
All right, thank you. I just want to make sure when I see that on there. All right.
Trees.
let's see,
I was at the tree
commission.
All
commission.
right.
That was July 1st. Laura introduced Julie Wolf as a new member of the board. And then she went on to explain that this Stephanie Miller, who was the urban forester of our area, is no longer. She's been replaced by Haley Bellis. She's gonna
Right.
try getting her into a meeting to introduce her. Then we did talk about the Middle Park trees a little bit before I had to leave. And then the property where the parking lot's gonna go, they're supposed to be out there and tag the trees they wanna save. So, but I haven't heard anything back as far as that goes. Before I left, well, there's an urban forestry conference coming up in October for the members, but I don't know if I'll be able to attend that or not. But, then they went on they had some house cleaning in their 3-ring binders to do, and I ended up going into work at that point. So there was really nothing.
No recommendations
No.
after you left. so.
Okay.
Okay. Any questions at all? All right, good. Well, then we will move on to legislation here. We've got nothing under first, second, or third. Anything under new business? I really don't have anything coming up that we need to discuss. Council? Old business. Okay, I guess I just need a motion motion to approve the bills?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Motion to approve and pay the bills as presented, moved by Counselor Schneider and seconded by Counselor Simon. Any discussion? Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
Counselor Simon?
Yes.
Counselor Galbraith?
Yes.
Council President Chamberlain?
Yes.
4 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Need a motion for adjournment, please?
I'll make that.
I'll second that.
Motion to adjourn, moved by Counselor Schneider and seconded by Counselor Galbraith. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.